You're always your #1 fan, and you should always be your #1 fan because nobody's gonna support you like you support yourself, okay? Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name's Ayana, and if you're not new, welcome back, babes. Y'all can see by the title, today we're going to be doing a what's on my iPhone. Back when these videos were trending, like way back, I did not make any of these types of videos, and now I'm hopping on it now because I didn't get the chance to do it then, so your girl's gonna do it right now, okay? And we just got a new phone drop. They dropped the 14, and I recently just got the 14 Pro Max. It was kind of random, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was kind of out of the blue, but yeah, I got it, so I thought why not do what's on my iPhone, kind of reminisce on that trend since I never got to do it. So let's go ahead and show y'all what I got in my iPhone. I just got the gold iPhone 14 Pro Max. I have a case on it, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like anyway. This is the 3 cameras, and this is the phone in the front, literally all screen. But let's go ahead and get into it. So first things first, I'm gonna move over some, but let's go ahead and hop onto what's in my phone. Nobody asked, but I'm finna tell y'all anyway. Okay, so when we first open my phone, I have the first home screen page blank. I have, I think, 3 pages, and the first one I keep blank because I like to see my home screen. Is it myself? Yes. Is that a problem? Don't matter. I look good in this picture, so I'm gonna look at it every day on my home screen, okay? So I just leave my front home screen blank, and that's the good thing about iOS 16. Not even just that, but the fact that you can customize your phone a little bit more with the iOS 16, which I enjoy. Just literally based off like the fonts you can do on your lock screen, adding widgets to your lock screen, all those little nicks and crannies. Those are things you can do now in iOS 16 that you couldn't do before, so it kind of gives like jailbroken vibes. Yeah, I remember when people used to jailbreak their phones just so they can like change the font and stuff. That's the vibe that iOS 16 gives, and I love that. But first page is blank, and then we have our second page, which is what I consider my main page, or apps that I use on a regular basis, a daily basis, and things of such. We have 3 rows, so we're gonna go through all 3 rows. The first top row is just a widget, and it has the date, the day of the week, the time, and military time. Now it is wrong right now because it's supposed to count up, like it's supposed to manually do it, but it doesn't. So like it'll update every few minutes or whatever. I really just have it because it's cute, for one, and 2, it's a military time. I was introduced to military time with my first job at a fast foods place, and I still have military time till this day, just like with clocking in and clocking out. I'm pretty sure that's with everybody, so it kind of helps me stay on toes of military time because I didn't know shit about military time before I started working. I just have that there because it can give me the date, the day of the week, and the time all in one. Then I have my second row. I have another widget. It's just a batteries widget. I like to see the battery percentage of my phone, but the new way they have it, I don't really like it. Then we have our first 4 folders, and the first folder is my social folder, and I just have labeled social as fuck because we talking to people, you know, we interacting with people. So the first one I have up is Twitter. I did log in. Honestly, I don't really get on Twitter. Like, I'm not even gonna hold y'all, I don't get on Twitter. If I'm bored enough, I will go through, scroll through some tweets. I'll like and retweet stuff that I can relate to. I really only tweet on Twitter when I'm subliminally bored. Then I have Pinterest. Love Pinterest. I see Pinterest as a social media app without the social, so really just a media app, getting ideas, inspiration, tips, tricks, memes, all of that on here. I have tons of folders saved. I haven't like made pins yet, but I want to start. So yeah, I love Pinterest. I literally get on this, like if all my other social medias ain't doing it for me, I'll get on here and literally just scroll. Then we have the Apple Music app. Love Apple Music. Way too many playlists for me to count because I have a playlist for every mood and every situation that might occur in my life. I mean, who don't? Then we have Snapchat. Y'all, I don't know why I still have Snapchat. Actually, I lied, I do. I have it because I have years worth of videos, pictures, and memories saved on here, and I'm not adding that all to my photo library, so I just keep the app on here. It's not even logged in, and honestly I don't even know if I remember my login, so that might be out the window anyway. Then we have YouTube Studio. If you are a YouTuber or a beginning YouTuber, or if you're thinking about using YouTube or doing YouTube, this is an app that could help you. It keeps all your analytics, your video, your content, and comments and monetization all in one app. I really like this app. It tells you like your revenue, how many subscribers you've like earned throughout the week, days, your views, your watch time, and all of that jazz. So that's just that keeps track of all of that. So it's kind of like all a YouTube creator needs in one app. Then I have TubeBuddy, which really isn't like a social app, but I keep it with the social app. Basically, this kind of does the same thing. It averages like your likes and comments, shows your content, shows your views. I personally really only use it for kind of like checking my milestones to like see how far I got to go with things, and also for this tag explorer feature. I'm about to show you how I would use it. So say you had a video idea, whether it's original or it's trending, and you wanted to see how well it would do if you were to create and upload it. It's going to give you 3 categories. It's going to give you search volume, competition, and the overall expectation you would get from your video. So search volume is high, which means a lot of people are looking for these videos right now, considering the phone just dropped. So a lot of people are looking for these videos, so it would be highly searched, which is a good thing. Next is competition, and when I read this, I read it as with how many people are uploading the videos at this time. It's high right now, so a lot of people are probably uploading these types of videos and putting out this type of content at the moment. And overall, I think it just sums up your search volume and competition overall of how well your video could possibly do. And it says fair, so my video could go well or it could go bad. It really just depends on who it attracts as far as viewers. And really, that's what I use it for. I use it for seeing how well a video idea could go or how far it can go, just kind of like an estimate. Then I have sub count, which just counts my subscribers. That's what I use it for. I don't really check it because I can also check that on YouTube Studio. Then I just have my Amazon A to Z. I do work at Amazon. If y'all don't know, I do work in what some people would call hell. Yes. Then we have my entertain folder, which is my entertainment folder, which keeps my attention span attended to. So first we have TikTok, of course. If y'all don't have TikTok, then are you living under a rock? TikTok is what I spend like not majority of my time on my phone, but like I do get on TikTok from here and there. I will post every here and there. Then we have YouTube, and there's that. Oh look, Aaliyah posted. We'll be watching after this video because she came back and started uploading again, y'all. So yeah, YouTube, y'all know YouTube. Then we have Netflix. Now y'all, I watch my selective shows on Netflix. I watch my Stranger Things. Just started getting into The Watcher. So if y'all have any new or different Netflix recommendations, whether it's movies or TV shows, please comment them down below. I'm always looking for something to watch when I run out of things to watch, because all of my old shows that I used to watch, I'm starting to like get bored with them, so I need something new. So if y'all have any new entertaining shows, movies to watch on Netflix, please comment them down below so your girl can hop on to something new. Then I have ESPN. I use this to check when my favorite teams are playing. Yes, I watch sports. I used to play basketball, so I like to watch college women's basketball a lot, and there's actually 2 of my teams actually play tonight. I do it to keep up with college basketball teams, WNBA, and as far as the NFL, really just the Ravens. But I will go on here to check scores if I'm not watching the game, or if I know my team plays but don't know a time, I use that. I have a Disney Plus. You already know, watch all the old Disney shows. That's what I really wanted Disney Plus for, to watch shows like That's So Raven and fucking Shake It Up, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Like all the old good Disney shows is what I really use Disney Plus for. All the newer shows, not so much. I also have Paramount Plus. Now let me tell y'all, I only downloaded Paramount for really one show, right? I downloaded it for RuPaul's Drag Race. To this day, I do still watch it. There hasn't been any new seasons yet, but to this day I do watch it. All Stars, regular, it's really what I got it for. Y'all know they dropped like a reboot of the iCarly. When they first dropped it, I was watching it, but that show started to make me cringe so bad, so I don't even watch it. So like I was saying earlier, I only have selected network apps for selected shows, so that is one of them, along with HBO Max. Also really only downloaded for Euphoria, waiting for the next season. If you know, you know. So yeah, there's other stuff on here that I watch, but they're really like meant for selected shows. Then we have Hulu, which I watched mad stuff on Hulu. I'm not gonna lie to you, I couldn't name all the stuff I watch on Hulu, but yeah, sorry some of the stuff is not logged in. This phone is pretty much still brand new. But things like Disney Plus, Paramount, HBO Max, they're really for selected shows. Then I have Twitch, because some of the YouTubers that I watch started streaming, along with regular people who stream like academics and Kai. I would kind of go on their streams sometimes, so I just thought it would be smarter to download the app. But yeah, that's what I downloaded Twitch for, because some of the YouTubers and streamers I watch, it's just easier to watch on the app than trying to watch it on something else, like a link to something else, if that makes sense. Next folder we have is Break the Bank, which is basically like my retail folder. Anything that will take a lump sum of money out of my bank account is in this folder. So first off, we have my clothing retail therapy apps, which is Shein, Pretty Little Thing, Fashion Nova, Amazon, and Blushmark. Those first 5 are ones that I would normally spend money on like a regular, like I would just go on there, put stuff in my cart and buy. We all know what Shein is. We love her still to this day, even though she's starting to raise her prices a little bit. We still love her. Pretty Little Thing, love her as well for those lounge sets, cozy, like cozy items, lounge items. Then we have Fashion Nova. If you want to be wholeheartedly honest, I really only have Fashion Nova for the jeans. I've bought shirts from them before, like sweatshirts and regular shirts, but I really have Fashion Nova for the jeans because Fashion Nova has the measurements as far as like the inseams, and being a 5'8" stallion, it's kind of hard to find jeans that go all the way down to my ankles in store. So I would prefer to just go on Fashion Nova, look at the inseams, the reviews, and then buy my jeans off there. Majority of my jeans are from Fashion Nova, honestly. Then we have Amazon, love her because Prime, of course, next day shipping, hello. Then we have Blushmark, which is, in my opinion, basically like Shein, but it has more like on trend kind of clothes, I guess. Kind of like more like really she type clothes, and Shein has like on trend but regular clothes. Then we have the sneakers app and the Nike app. I use those for shoe drops, so that way I can try to get them for their original price before I attempt to even think about paying resale price, because resale price is outrageous. And then if all else fails and I in my right mind want to pay resale price, then I would go GOAT, because we do not use StockX anymore. So next app would be GOAT. Then we have Target, and I downloaded the Target app because I joined the little Target red circle thing like with my phone number, and I also like sometimes just like to try to see if what I'm looking for they have before I take the time to drive over there and end up buying stuff I don't need. Then we swipe over and I have the European Wax Center app and Afterpay. Afterpay, if y'all don't know, ain't nothing wrong with Afterpay, because I know some people probably be like, oh my god, I use Afterpay. Girl, if you want something and they're giving you the option to pay it in increments at a time that's probably like at a amount that's better for you than paying the large lump sum at once, use the Afterpay. No one cares. You're still paying for it, just in sections. So I have the app, so it's easier for me to do the payments when I do use Afterpay. And then European Wax Center is the waxing place. Then we have my $ folder, which is more like my financial folder. So we have my bank, which is Wells Fargo. And then we have Cash App, of course, who don't use Cash App. Then we have Apple Pay, which is the Apple Wallet, to hold all your cards for Apple Pay. Then we have my other bank, which is Navy Federal. Then we have Nationwide, because they're on your side. Then I have Fetch Rewards now. Fetch Rewards, I'm gonna fill y'all in if y'all never heard Fetch Rewards before. I got put onto Fetch Rewards by Asleah Williams and Alyssa Howard here on YouTube. And Fetch Rewards is basically where, say you go out to Target and you purchase some stuff, you would take your receipt, you would then scan your receipt, and this is not sponsored, I'm just explaining out how Fetch Rewards work in case y'all had never heard before. But you would scan your receipt and then you would get a selected amount of points for said receipt, and then once you have a set amount of points, you can then use those points to transfer it into money on a gift card so that you can spend more money. So all in all, it's a win-win-win situation. I do it. I don't do it for every purchase. You can do it for physical receipts and you can do it for e-receipts, which is like receipts online or through your email or whatever. I don't do it for every single one. If I did, I'd probably have way more points than now. But even with the physical receipts that I actually have a decent amount of points. But you get a selected amount of points, you can use them for gift cards. And then these next two apps actually they're like paired together. So I have the Schedule Admin app and the Square app. Schedule Admin is a business calendar app, basically a website where you can have your client booked on appointments. Y'all, this is your first video ever like coming across me or coming across my channel in general. I do have a business. It's a small business right now, but I do have a business. I am licensed cosmetologist, I'm a hairstylist, and I'm a nail tech. So I recently upgraded my calendar to this because I used to just do DM appointments and put the appointments in the calendar myself. Once I moved into a suite, it became a little bit harder for me to kind of keep track of that in like regular life. So I went ahead and paid for the Schedule Admin app because in order to fully use the app, you do need to pay for it. I chose the growing plan, which I think was like $25 or whatever. And this basically puts my clients in the calendar for me. It allows them to see my availability time when I'm closed. They can pick the services they would like, all of that, and it all puts it in a calendar for me like y'all are seeing. I don't know why I just showed y'all, like y'all are seeing. So yeah, this is very helpful. And I don't know, I just think it's a lot easier for somebody who runs a business and needs to keep track of their clients and services and all of that stuff. So I personally would recommend it if you were somebody looking for scheduling app, and then the Square app is the payment portion of the scheduling app. So on the website, people can make deposit payments or they can pay for their services in full price, and depending on what you connect your website through is how you would receive the money. So I decided to pair it with Square. I made a Square account and I get my payments through there. That's why I say they go together, because that's what I use it for. Then we have my third row, which has another widget. This is just my Locket widget. If y'all know what Locket is, Locket in my opinion is similar to Be Real, but the aspects of how they work are a little bit different. So I'm gonna do one just because I'm filming right now, so why not? So I'm gonna take a picture. I don't have many people on here because I just started this like a month ago, so y'all can't see, but okay. So you would take your picture, you can type captions now, and then like my friends that I have to the bottom, your friends at the bottom, and you can send it to all of them or you can send it to specific people, and then you would just send it. I'm not gonna send that though because I did it the other day when I tried to film this video. This is my second time. But yeah, so then we have our next 4 folders. The first folder is the Say Click folder, which is basically like my editing folder. So first in here we have VSCO. When I actually edited my videos at a point, when I edited my photos for Instagram, that is what I use, and I wouldn't do nothing crazy. I would just add a slight hint of a filter and then maybe do some exposure changes. But now I kind of just take the pictures, choose one I like, and like post them because nobody has time to do all that. So now that's what I do. I don't really edit my pictures on Instagram. Actually, I don't. So that's what I used to use. I honestly couldn't delete that, but we're not gonna do that right now. Then we have Facetune. Like I said, I don't really edit my pictures like that anymore, but if I was to, Facetune I would just use to retouch like a pimple. Nothing crazy. That's all I would use it for, is like retouching my skin or something here and there. I'm not giving myself a new body, I'm not giving myself a new face shape, and I'm not reconstructing my whole entire picture. I'm just retouching simple things as a pimple because they don't be all that cute sometimes, okay? Then we have Canon Camera Connect, and this is what I use to send my footage from my camera to be able to edit. Then I have Fonto, and for Fonto I use that to make thumbnails, and I also use that to, I guess, like watermark or label my business page photos. Like when I do nails, I would like to watermark it with my username just in case somebody wants to use it as a reference or nail inspo. That's where they can know where it originally came from. And then I also edit my thumbnails on here. Now I also started using Canva to edit my thumbnails, but I don't do it on my phone. I do it on my computer like I said, so I don't have the Canva app on my phone. But Fonto is a good alternative if you're just starting out, or even if you just don't want to pay for like the premium stuff on Canva. Fonto is a good alternative. And then I have Collageable, also for thumbnails, collages. That seems pretty obvious. Then I have Lens Buddy, and I've had this app on here for at least a good 2 months now. I have this video idea like where I want to go out and attempt to take my own pictures, but I have to get like a phone tripod because I used to have a regular like all tripod, but it was for my camera, and I was like, I'm probably never gonna use this long ass tripod because I would be vlogging and stuff, and that would be kind of awkward to have. So once I got a regular like small tripod, I was like, I'm not gonna need this. I'm pretty sure I either gave it away or I threw it away. And then I have Files and CapCut. Files, which would keep the footage when I did edit on my phone, and CapCut I use also for my business because business Instagrams do not allow you to use good music because of copyright reasons. So I would make it on CapCut and then just post it on my business Instagram. So we have this section is the foodie section, because one thing about your girl is she's gonna eat, and she's gonna eat good, and she's gonna have her points or awards for it to make up for it, okay? So first we have Chick-fil-A, of course. I really just use these for online orders. I don't, do they have a point system with Chick-fil-A? Yeah, they do, but I really just use it for online orders. I don't use it for nothing else. Then I have Chipotle, also used for online orders, but I also use that one for points as well. And then we have McDonald's, and now you would think since I used to work at McDonald's that I wouldn't want to eat that. I wouldn't want to eat it at a point in time, and even still to this day, it's not something I ever really want. I really only crave it like after a late night out because normally they're open. If I'm just out and about and I'm hungry, it's quick, so I'll get it, but it's not something I'll be like, ooh, I want McDonald's right now type, you know? Then we have Hub Food Hall. There is a Asian-based food court here in Maryland, and I use the app because you can order online, and there's also a point system, so I have the app if y'all have never heard of it before, because I don't know if they have them anywhere else. Then we have Panera Bread and Crumble. Then we have games, and I have games for when I'm like, say I'm at a place or something or an event and I'm bored or it's getting boring, we pull out the games. So we have Subway Surfer because nostalgic classic. Then we have Among Us. It's not as good now, but I still do play it. Then we have Water Sort, which is literally just a game where you sort colored liquids. Then I have Search, which is basically just a word search. without having to carry around the book and a pencil. So those are my games. Honestly, they still have like the more nostalgic games like Fruit Ninja and like Temple Run, and I kind of want to download them to play them, see if they're as good as they were back in the day, you feel me? Then we have my useful folder, and this just has either apps from Apple that comes on the phone or just apps that I do use, but they don't really have no set category. So we have the camera app, then we have settings, the calculator, FaceTime, phone, Find My iPhone, photos, notes, and calendar. Then you swipe over, and then we have the App Store, Waze, weather, Safari, reminders, maps, clock, contacts, and flow. Then we swipe over one more time, and we have the fitness app and measure. Fitness I really only use because it's connected to my watch, so like while I'm at work it will track like my rings, because my job is pretty physical and hands-on, so I can pretty much fill out my rings at work. So that's why I actually use it, not even because I actually work out. But and that pretty much is the very first main page of my phone. Then we swipe over to the next folder, which basically just have either apps that I don't use or apps that just don't have a place on my main screen. So I have two widgets to start off this page. My first is a quote that I found and I use it with my daily life as far as my business, my YouTube, anything in my life where I can compare myself to other people in speed of growth. I kind of look back on this quote because comparing yourself to other people in your field who is moving at a faster pace than you is very common, and it's not really healthy for you as far as growing yourself and whatever you're doing. So I kind of keep this quote on my phone just to give me that little reminder, like, you move at your own pace, and even if you're not doing your best, it doesn't mean you're not doing great. So the quote is, consistency is harder when no one is clapping for you. You must clap for yourself during those times. You should always be your biggest fan, and that's a fact. You're always your #1 fan, and you should always be your #1 fan, because nobody's gonna support you like you support yourself. Okay, and then my next widget is the motivation app. I didn't have this app at first, but I like doing daily affirmations, and I follow the daily affirmation app on my Instagram, so I do read those as well, but I like getting different ones throughout the day, and this one gives me a little bit more options along with more motivational quotes. So today's, it's actually just changed because the one that was on here a few hours ago was I'm achieving all of my goals, but it changed because it changes like 2 to 3 times a day. That's what I set it to. And this one says trust your journey. So those are the two widgets I have, and then I have 2 folders in an app. This is the actual Locket app. You can look at your Lockets through the app. I just prefer the widget because on the widget it will show when people send new ones and stuff, and that way I won't have to physically open the app. And we have my travel app, and I have Southwest, Instacart, Hilton Honors, and Airbnb. I have Instacart. I downloaded Instacart when I had that Miami trip, but we was out and about, but we needed groceries because we wanted to cook breakfast, so we Instacarted them, and it was at the house by the time we got back from doing what we need to do, so it's very helpful. And I have the Hilton Honors app, and then the last folder is my random folder. It basically just holds my widget apps and my motivation app because I don't open those apps physically because all the widgets are on my screen. And that pretty much completes my phone. So that wraps up everything that is on my new iPhone 14 Pro Max. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope I did this video right because like I said, I never did one of these type of videos before, but I did want to try it out because I actually like enjoy watching them. It's kind of fun to see what other people's layouts are and like what other people use as far as apps. But I do hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys stick around on the channel because I love having new family members added to the channel. But I hope you guys enjoy your day or the rest of your day depending on when you're watching this, and I will see you guys in the next video.